Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a testing new makeup video. I have so much new stuff and I want to knock it out in one video. So if you guys are nosy, if you want to see, hear some of my first, second, third impression thoughts, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I post about 34 beauty videos a week, so highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, I have some exciting things. Some are new, some are not so new. I figured I'd put it all in one video and give you guys a fun, festive new products, or at least some that might be new to my YouTube channel. Some of these I have been testing out. So let's go ahead and start off. I did just grab a second shade of the Halo Glow liquid filter from e.l.f. So I had bought the shade Tan, which is the number 5 shade, and this is number 4, which is, what is this one? Shade 4, medium. Okay, so I felt like this one was very close to my skin tone, so I was a little nervous to wear it under foundation, but I did go ahead and grab the lighter shade because I was oh so curious to see if I could use this as a primer. I think that this has a little bit of coverage, so if you want to just throw on a very glowy, oh my gosh, this packaging. If you want to throw it on for like a little glowy, kind of perfected little tint, so that you can run errands and things like that, this might be perfect for you. I'm not really sure why I felt like I needed both of these shades, but I guess I justified it in my head, and I wanted to buy some other things from e.l.f., so I guess that's why I did it. But I'm going to use the lighter shade as my primer today, and this lighter shade definitely looks a lot closer to my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. Here is a close-up of shade 4 and 5 on my medium tan skin tone, in case you guys were curious. I know e.l.f. did a pretty good job of swatches on their site, but it's still really hard to figure out what shade to get sometimes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on like the high points of my face, where I would usually put like a liquid highlighter, except I'm using it underneath my makeup. So I'm just going to use my sponge to go ahead and just kind of blend that out. So as you can see, it really amps up that glow factor, which is pretty intense. So I think once we put foundation on though, it'll look a little less bright. Okay, so this is in my Shop My Stash. This is the Hourglass foundation. This is the new one. It is the Ambient Soft Glow foundation. So good. I've worn this one a bunch of times already, and it might be my favorite foundation of 2022. I was obsessed with the Makeup Forever foundation, but I think this one is a better match for my skin tone, and I just love the finish it gives me. It almost gives me like a filtered look without a filter, so I kind of love that. Freya's having a blast with her nanny, so don't mind the sounds. So both of those products together give me this amazing glowy look. What do you guys think? I did order the new REM concealer. I don't think that's gonna be here anytime soon, so I'm just gonna use my Huda Beauty concealer and blend that out. So nothing new. This one I've been using for a while and I really like it. It works really well for me. It dries down, it stays in place. So I really like that she redid her concealer, because the original concealer that Huda Beauty had was just not that good in my humble opinion. Okay, so my skin looks super radiant still. Now we're gonna go ahead and let that all set while I prime my eyelids. So for eyelid primer, I have something fun. I did just grab these. These are from e.l.f. and they're the No Budge Matte Shadow Sticks. I ordered these when I ordered the Halo Glow product, and I wanted to try these when they originally launched, but I didn't want to spend the money on them, because typically with e.l.f. I'll buy a bunch of their product and then it'll just sit there. But I've been loving their cream shadow in a pot as a primer, the white one, so I bought a few more shades of that, and I grabbed these No Budge sticks as well because I was so curious to see if it would actually help with the longevity of my eyeshadow. Plus, it's always nice to have some colorful bases laying around. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out a little bit and let it set. I know I had swatched these on my hand and they didn't budge, so I'm curious to see if it's the same effect on the lids. Now, while that's setting, I'm going to set my face and I'm going to use the new Sigma Soft Focus Powder. I actually did a sponsored video with Sigma Beauty earlier in the week with this powder and the Hourglass foundation. So I would highly recommend checking that out. I'm gonna go a little heavy with the under eyes because that's where I feel like I lose my foundation, and then of course around the nose because I'm always touching my nose and I usually have a runny nose, so I always feel like that's where my foundation leaves first. And I really like this powder. I had mentioned many times, I feel like this color is perfect for me. It's not overly drying. It feels definitely more of a hydrating powder. So I think Sigma really is onto something with this formula. And as you see, it's not making my face look flat. It's definitely mattifying it a little bit, but it still looks like there's a nice healthy glow. And yeah, I don't usually set my face very often, but I've been enjoying doing it with this powder, so highly recommend if you guys are interested in picking up a new powder. This one from Sigma is really good. I've been testing this out quite a bit. So I call this a testing new makeup, but it's really me showing you newer makeup, but I've tried a lot of this stuff out myself. Okay, so now it's time to try a new eyeshadow palette. And you guys wouldn't believe my utter shock and excitement when I checked my mail today and I actually had a package from Colored Raine. So they actually sent me their Secret Garden collection. It comes in a really cute box like this, and I took everything out because of course I couldn't wait. So let me show you the eyeshadow palette. So here is what the palette looks like. It has a little sleeve. They've been doing quite a few 6-pan palettes like this, and I'm not mad about it. This one is a all matte palette, and I was definitely curious about this one, but I didn't end up buying it because I just didn't really need a all matte eyeshadow palette from Colored Raine. But I do appreciate them taking the time to send it to me, and I really want to support this brand because it used to be one of my favorite indie brands back in the day when there weren't as many indie brands as there are now. And I feel like they took a little bit of a hiatus, so it's really nice to see them back and trying to launch more product. I think that's kind of a big deal because brands really need to try hard to stay relevant. In 2022, there are so many indie brands, so I'm very excited to play with this. And now you guys know why I primed my lids with a green base. I have to let you guys know I got these MAC wipes as a free gift with purchase, I think from Ulta, and I don't like them. They're so weird. They're the Gently Off wipes with micellar water, and they feel almost like sticky. Very strange consistency, but I just use them in my beauty room to wipe off swatches. So while I was talking about new makeup, I figured I'd throw that in as well. So I'm gonna do something really simple. I'm sure you guys won't be surprised, but I'm gonna play with the 3 green eyeshadows, and I'm gonna do kind of like a fade from lightest to darkest. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I feel like this look should be pretty simple, so I'm going to start off with the lightest shade. It's called I'm Fairly Impressed, and it's like a really pretty limey green chartreusey shade. So I'm going to go ahead and build that on the inner corner of the eye. This color is basically the same shade as the e.l.f. eyeshadow base, so it's blending perfectly together. I'm going to take this evergreen shade and I'm going to start by blending it into the outer corners on both eyes. These two layered really well together. Okay, so next I'm going to go into the shade Evergreen, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner just to deepen it up a little bit more. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to use this e.l.f. No Budge Eye Stick in this dark greeny blue shade in the waterline. Okay, this is a really pretty teal color. I'm just going to take this teeny tiny pencil brush, and I'm going to start off with the shade I'm Fairly Impressed. And I'm just going to run that on the inner corner about halfway into the lower lash line. I think if I had used a white base, that shade would pop a little bit more, but I'm going to go into Enchanted, which is the dark green, and we're just going to pull from the outer corner to the middle of the eye. I actually really like the Enchanted shade. It's like a green, like a foresty green, whereas Evergreen is more of like a pukey green. So in case you're a green snob like I am, you probably know the difference. So Unearthly Cosmetics sent me their new liquid eyeliner, and I want to use the shade Gem to kind of zhuzh up this eye look. So let's do that now. I did swatch all of these on my TikTok. So if you want to see all the shades, I would say make sure you're following me on TikTok, because I'm trying to post different content on there. More like unboxings and like fun kind of videos. Whereas I like to do like full collection videos on my YouTube channel. Trying to do a little bit of a wing. I do like the applicator of these. It's a very fine brush. This color is so pretty. Okay, I love how that eyeliner just amped this look up to another level. I love good matte eyeshadows, but I am definitely a sparkly girl at heart when it comes to eyeshadow looks. So doing an all matte eye look is very hard for me, and I'm so glad I have those eyeliners to kind of amp things up. Now I do have a bronzer to show you guys. I haven't shown this, I don't think, on camera. I have been using it in my Shop My Stash. This is the LYS bronzer, and I have it in the shade, this is No Limits Courage. And like I said, I've had this for a while, but I don't think I've used it on my channel. So I thought a testing new makeup video would be the best way to use this. I will say I do prefer my Rare Beauty bronzer compared to this one, but it's nice, and this does have a really good price point. Plus LYS is a black owned brand at Sephora, so if that is interesting to you, I would recommend checking them out. They also have really beautiful blushes and stuff, and lots of shades for different skin tones, which is really nice, because if you're a woman of color, sometimes it can be really hard to find a bronzer shade that will work for your skin tone. And I think since LYS is created by a black woman, maybe you would have more options. Okay, so that's the LYS cream bronzer stick. Now I'm just gonna go in with my Hourglass bronzer. I just really like this one, and I like to layer, so I'm putting some of that on top of the LYS cream bronzer just to help set everything and all of the things. And I'm just using a Sigma HD bronzer brush. This is a really big face brush that's really nice for bronzing the skin. Okay, so I had mentioned I bought all of these RMS blushes, but once I saw them all in person, I realized one shade was way too light for me and one shade was just a little too dark and I wouldn't use it. So I did end up returning that one, but the four I kept are so gorgeous. So let me just show them to you. This is Pomegranate Fits. Then I have Maiden's Blush. This is one I've been wearing so much because it's a beautiful neutral blush. And then I have the shade called Sangria, which is also a really pretty like reddish brown shade. And then we have the shade Mai Tai, which of course you guys know it's a beautiful coral. I'm actually going to use the shade Sangria today. I think it'll go really nicely with this makeup look. And I'm just using a Sigma brush to pick up a generous amount, and just look at how beautiful and glowy this blush is. If you love glowy blushes, you will really love these. And I think it's like a baked gelée formula, so it has that beautiful like lit from within kind of look. So I'm just building this color up. It kind of looks like Nabla. What is that blush called? I can't remember, but it's one of my favorite Nabla blushes as well. That's just a quick review on the RMS blushes that I've been loving recently. And then I did grab this. It's not a new product, but it was on like really good discount at Sephora. So I grabbed the Huda Beauty Mini Obsessions palette. This is the medium tone, and this was on sale for like $14. So I went for it. So let me just show you the glow this gives. I'm just going to mix to the shades, and we're just gonna go ahead and apply it on the cheekbones. I wasn't interested in this initially because I didn't think it had gotten very good reviews, but you guys know I'm a big fan of Huda Beauty's makeup line, so I figured since it was going on sale, I thought maybe it was gonna be getting discontinued at Sephora, so I figured just as the collector in me, I would want to have a copy of this, and at that price I just couldn't say no. But isn't that beautiful? It's like subtle but also dramatic in a sense. So yeah, really like the glow from that powder product. Okay, I don't have any new setting sprays. I do have the new one from MAC, but I've been using that in my Shop My Stash. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray the all-nighter. I've been trying to use this one up. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for that to dry. So the Secret Garden collection from Colored Raine does have lip products. I love me some Colored Raine lippies. So we have 2 lip liners. So we have the shade Pine and Red Bark. Let me go ahead and swatch them. These look like they're right up my alley. Really pretty, like brown shades. Oh yeah. So there's Pine. And now let's swatch Red Bark. So that one is also a really nice, like, neutral, reddy brown shade. These are so pretty. So there they are right there. And then here are the 2 lip products. These are matte liquid lipsticks in Make-A-Wish and Wildflower. These are definitely right up my alley. If you know me, if you know my channel, you know I love a good brown lip shade. So yes queen. Yes queen, I am so excited. So ooh, this one is so pretty. So there are the 2 liquid lipsticks, the lighter one and the darker one. These are going to be so beautiful on my skin tone. I just know it. I'm already excited. So I'm going to start off with the Pine lip liner. Okay, so this is what the lip liner looks like. It definitely took me a while to do that, and I think I accidentally overlined my lips, so don't judge me. Okay, let's try out the liquid lipstick. This is so my color. You guys know I love a rusty brown shade. Okay, you guys, I think the lips probably look ridiculous, but we're just gonna roll with it. Okay, so I have one more new product to try out. This is the new One Size Fantasize Mascara. And my friend Kelly Rose, she actually turned me on to this. In case you guys missed it, I actually went on my first brand trip with Sigma Beauty. She's actually a big TikTok creator, and her thing is trying out new mascaras. And she was raving about this mascara. So I decided to buy it and try it out because you guys know I'm always looking for a good mascara. So let's go ahead and try it out together. You guys have to let me know, do you curl your lashes before mascara or after mascara? I always curl my lashes before mascara, but I feel like people do it the other way around, and I didn't realize people did it the other way around, so I'm curious to know what you guys think. Okay, I love the packaging. Let's see what this wand looks like. Okay, it's promising. It has really small, stubby bristles, which might be a plus because it might make it easy to control. Let's see how it does as far as like lengthening my lashes. I love a mascara that does it all. I want length, I want volume, I want hold, I want it to, you know, apply evenly. I want to have it really make my lashes pop because I don't have the worst lashes in the world. Obviously, they're not the most amazing lashes. Don't you guys feel like men have the best lashes? I swear, it's like lost on them. But anyway, let's see here. So I'm just going in with a second coat. I usually will wait for it to dry and go in a few more times too, but let's see. So, I mean, I definitely feel like it thickened up my lashes. It gave it good separation. So that's pretty promising. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for transfer because my mascara tends to transfer up onto my brow bone. So we'll see, but let me go ahead and try to do my lower lashes with this particular brush. Okay, so it has a decent shape where I can get to most of my lower lash line. My problem with lower lashes is usually the brush is always so big that it ends up applying everywhere. So hopefully you guys can see this is the eye without the mascara. This is the eye with one coat of mascara. So I'm going to wait for this to dry down. I'm going to do this eye and then we're going to do a second coat just to see if it makes a difference. Okay, so while I'm waiting for my mascara to dry, I'm just going to go into my Wet n Wild and just even out the lower lash line a little bit. So now that my lashes are dry with one coat, they're definitely separated out pretty well. They're not as voluminous as I like, but let's go ahead and try out a second coat. Okay, so I applied a second coat. It did thicken up quite a bit. So far, it's a nice mascara. I'm not going to say like run out and buy it, but I'll definitely keep testing it out and keep you guys posted maybe in a upcoming Shop My Stash video. Okay, so basically the look is done. I just need to throw on some earrings. So I just want to show you guys one of my favorite little Etsy shops did some new earrings. So this is Clad in Clay, and this is one of our new styles I was able to grab. And I also grabbed the blue version of this. It's so cute. So there's that. And then she also threw in an extra pair of her favorites. I don't have any like this, but these are her little like signature rose petal hoops. So I just wanted to mention that to you guys in case you guys are looking for any like Etsy shops. I know that some of you love when I switch out my earrings. So this is from a small Etsy shop that is women owned called Clad in Clay. I'll link her down below in case you guys are interested. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my earrings on and I'll be right back to give you guys my thoughts on all the new products I just tried. Okay friends, so here is the finished look. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me run through really quick and let you guys know my thoughts on these new products I tried. So I will say I think the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter is a hit. I think this is nice. I think it's very close to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for a fraction of the price. So if you're eyeing it, I would say definitely check it out. I think it works great for my dry skin. I have been loving the Hourglass foundation. I do wear this in the shade 12, by the way, and I just love everything about it. I love the finish. I love how long wearing it is. I think it's a good color match. It doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't feel crusty. I can wear it for hours and hours and hours. So I'm really enjoying this foundation so far. Highly recommend this. This might be one of my favorite things I tried today. You guys already know I love the Sigma powder. I've been loving these RMS blushes. Highly recommend checking these out. The Huda highlighter, it's nice, but I wouldn't suggest like buying this unless you get it on a good deal, kind of like I did. It's nice. It's a great highlighter. Is it going to change your life? I'm not really sure, but it is a nice product. I wish I had gotten this sooner, but I'm not mad about the price I paid for it. The e.l.f. No Budge Matte Shadow Sticks. These are just okay. I wouldn't say they're amazing. I was kind of hoping to see how long wearing they are and stuff like that. They definitely work really well as a base for colorful looks. I did love this shade as an eyeliner, and this one definitely wasn't as opaque as I wanted it to be, but overall, I think they did the job, and for the price point, they're not that bad. I'm so excited for you guys to try out these new Unearthly liquid eyeliners. They feel really nice. They're so opaque, and they are super sparkly, and they definitely have a nice like flip to it. So these will look so amazing with your eye looks if you want to do like a graphic liner or just a quick little wing like I did. These are so nice. The mascara from One Size, so far I think this is okay. I haven't completely made up my mind about it, but I will keep you guys posted in an upcoming video. I really like the color Raine liquid lipsticks. I think this might be my favorite thing in the Secret Garden collection. I really like the shades of the lip liners, but I don't feel like these are very smooth. They don't glide on. They're a little bit tuggy, so definitely keep that in mind if you're shopping these. But the colors they chose are spectacular. Now, as far as the eyeshadow palette, you guys know I love me a good eyeshadow palette. This one is a beautiful color story. I love that it is compact, and I know depending on how people's eyelids are aging, sometimes matte eyeshadows can be really flattering on more creased eyelids. So for that purpose, this might be a beautiful palette for somebody that's a color lover to pick up. Personally, I can still get away with wearing metallics on my lids, so I don't always gravitate towards all matte eyeshadow palettes. I think this is beautiful, but I definitely feel like I have palettes that I can create a very similar look with in my collection already. Not that that's a criteria, because I literally could have stopped buying eyeshadow palettes like 3 years ago with all the eyeshadows I have. I was definitely curious about this collection, so I'm so glad Colored Raine sent it my way so I could try it out and make a video for you guys. I did just post about this on my community tab, and I saw most of you were very interested in this, so I hope you found this video helpful. I think that's everything as far as the new stuff I wanted to talk about in this video. I will link all the products in a pinned comment for you guys in case I have any discount codes or any affiliate links that I can share with you guys. As always, I do appreciate you guys using my links and codes. It really helps me out and it helps me put back into my channel. So thank you so much for that. And I will see you guys in a new video tomorrow. Bye!